Hello my super babies, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is very important video for each one of us who suffer from pimples, rashes and is just basically frustrated with their skin issues. Actually, this video has been scripted from past 6 months. I've been writing but never put it out in a video because I really wanted to experience it myself. I wanted to study more about it. I wanted to actually experience the whole process so then I can share it with my babies. So yeah, that's why it took so long. And yes, finally this really useful video is out. So basically in this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the root causes of your acne and rashes. Isn't that super? So without wasting any more time, let's begin. Excuse me for my thick voice because it's just too cold in Ooty and I have a bad cold. Like I always say, what we eat and drink shows on our skin and hair. And yes, that's the fact, that is the truth. What we eat and drink, our body responds accordingly. And mostly the effects of what we eat and drink shows on our face. Yes, it shows later on the body, but first it will be showing on your face. Your face is most important. Actually, our face reveals a lot about how our organs are. Our skin is the largest organ in and on our body. If you didn't know, for your information, I always believed that if something is showing up on my skin, unusual things happening on my skin, I always knew there's something going wrong internally. That means we have to detoxify, cleanse internally so that our face is clear. Rashes and pimples on the forehead is related to bladder and small intestines. The bladder is also known as the urinary bladder. It's an expandable muscular sac that stores urine before it is secreted out of the body through the urethra. It is located in the lower abdominal area near the pelvic bones. And the small intestines is a part of the intestines where 90% of the absorption and digestion of food occurs. And the 10% taking place in the stomach are the large intestines. The main function of the small intestines is absorption of minerals and nutrients from the food. Now, some of the reasons associated are poor eating habits, poor choices of food, stress. Stress is the worst. If you are having too much of stress, we all basically have stress. We all go through depression basically like every day. But the lesser level it is, it's better. Consumption of alcohol is altogether bad, but excess of alcohol is one of the main reasons. Sleep is so important for each one of us, be it skin, even body, our health, our work, everything is related to sleep. And lack of sleep is one of the reasons. Lack of exercises is another reason, and yes, your depression level also has to be taken care of. In another video, I'll be telling you how to overcome all these issues very soon. Now the next is pimples and rashes in between your eyebrows. It's related to liver. Liver is the largest glandular organ in the body and performs multiple critical functions to keep the body pure of toxins and harmful substances. Many of you might have heard of fatty liver. Yes, my mom has it. Many of my close friends have it. Fatty liver means buildup of fat in the liver. If you have fatty liver, you don't have to be super scared as such. You just have to take care. That's all. If the light is not perfect and it's fluctuating, because sometimes I'm looking super white, sometimes I'm looking normal, just because of natural light. I'm in natural light. The liver is actually burdened to remove toxins from what is being eaten, or the pollution one is unprotected from. One of the reasons where the liver gets affected is when you eat too much of meat or dairy products or products which you are allergic to. Next is pimples and rashes on the eyebrow arch here, which is related to kidneys. Kidneys are two bean-shaped organs, each about a size of a fist. They're located just below the rib cage, one on each side of the spine. Now, some of the reasons which affects the kidney are lack of water. Dehydration really affects the kidneys. So that does not mean you have to overload yourself with water. You have to drink enough so that your kidney does not get affected. Now, what do I mean by enough? Drink as much as you can, but drink water. Do not overload, like I have to drink 3 liters a day, I have to drink 4 liters a day. Don't keep any target. Try to drink as much as you can. Too much of water is also not very good. Now, what are some of the reasons for dehydration? Fever, heat exposure, too much of exercise, diarrhea, vomiting, increase in urination due to an infection, and diabetes. Basically, dehydration is a condition that occurs when the loss of body fluids, mostly water, exceeds the amount that is taken in. Some of the other reasons that affects kidneys are alcohol, poor eating habits, and lack of salt consumption. Now, next is rashes and pimples on the nose. Is related to dil, heart. Heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood to our body. Now, some of the reasons which affects the heart are sitting in one position for hours, like watching TV without budging, like a couch potato. It's like if you're sitting in one place for hours, see that you get up once in a while, see that you move around, just don't sit in one position for hours. And I'm just not talking about sitting in front of the TV, like even sitting in front of the laptop, computer, it takes hours sometimes to get your work done. So you need to just budge a little bit, not just sit in one position for hours. Overeating, yes, we all love binge eating, which is just not right. And alcohol. Alcohol is like the worst, but yes, too much of alcohol is really bad. Smoking or living with a smoker. I don't know when these people who smoke can understand that even other people get affected because of their smoking habits. Not only they are destroying themselves, but they're destroying other people also who are around them. Poor eating habits, like you don't include fruits and vegetables in your daily diet. That's another reason. Some of the other reasons are pollution, which is indoor and outdoor, and high blood pressure. So now next is pimples on your upper cheeks, which is related to lungs. Lungs are organs in the chest that allows your body to take in oxygen from the air. They also help to remove carbon dioxide, which is a waste gas and can be toxic from your body. Some of the reasons which affects the lungs are pollution, smoking, alcohol, and asthma. The next is pimples and rashes on your cheeks, which is related to kidney and lungs. Now, some of the reasons are unhealthy eating habits, unhealthy sleeping habits, smoking, consumption of alcohol, stress, depression. All of them really affects the lungs and kidneys. Whenever the kidneys are involved, that means there is higher levels of depression and aging. Next is the mouth and the chin. The stomach is so important basically for everything. What we eat and drink, yes, stomach related. Stomach is the internal organ in which the major part of the digestion of food occurs. Now, what are some of the reasons that affects the stomach? Yeah, poor unhealthy eating habit is one of the main reasons. Lack of exercise, too much consumption of caffeine and alcohol, lack of water, hormonal imbalances, and congestion in the colon. Next is the jaw and the neck, which is related to hormones. Now, many people think I have such a fat neck and I have thyroid, but no, this spring is hereditary. It's in my genes. My mom has it, my grandmother has it, and I don't have thyroid yet. Some of the reasons are wrong food eating, hormone injected meat and dairy products, lack of water, stress, depression, and so on. That's all I have to say. These are some of the important points which I had to share with my babies. So if you found this video useful, don't forget to hit a like and make my day. Don't forget to share it, because this is really good and you might help so many out there. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to leave your valuable precious comments below and let me know how did you find this, if you found this video useful, because it's been like long. I've been writing and it's never stopped. Finally, I had to shorten it because my story was never ending and the video would have been like never ending. So yeah, I hope you found it useful, because the ultimate motive of my videos is it should be useful. Yeah. So yes, all my social media links will be in the description box, and see ya later in another video very soon. Bye bye.